Yo, yo, yo. Hi Balaji. Hi Rajeshwar. Hi Ghost. So sorry. Ki hal Paji. I'm doing good, man. How are you? You guys saw that I was Punjabi. I messaged that, and now that's, I think, how you guys are going to treat me. That's how I will be, the Punjabi guy. Another Punjabi YouTuber. Oh man, that's hilarious. Okay, let me just make sure you guys can hear me, right? I'm audible. My volume is good. Everything in between. Loud and clear. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Ghost. Okay. So yeah, then I guess let's get started, because I was planning certain things last night, thinking about how I can improve the LeetCode process, based on how other people are doing it, how better they are than compared to me, how better they are compared to me, and how they do it. Oh, nice, nice, Balaji. How do you like it? You loving it? Enjoying? Having some fun. How you like the try hack me itself, like the interface for as a beginner? It'll be nice. I love hearing that, man. Nice, bro. I'm very happy to hear that. Amazing. Lovely. It doesn't seem like water. It is water, man. It is water. It's a little bit of hot water I made. I drink water and chai. That's like the two things I love drinking. What's problem today? Actually, today is very interesting. Today we are actually going to tackle things. Today we are going to tackle things in a very interesting way, because this is what I was thinking, and I would love your guys' opinion about it, right? Most importantly, I was thinking how to improve my DSA skills. The cup is not, yeah, I know the cup is not, it's the cup I got like a really good deal. I'm a cheap guy, dude. Like, I don't have a lot of money. And so the thing is, I found this cup which was like a good deal I was getting. There is this one, and there is a cup like this, like the same one with covers. I got it really cheap. The good cups take part. Yeah, and there is probably the trade there. There's probably the trade. I never drink alcohol, but there is 100% some trades, I guess. But yeah, I want to know your guys, understanding. A couple of things I want to know from you guys, what you think here. For my plan is how to understand what all the data structure concepts were today. What do you mean, how to understand, about all the data structure concepts? Wait, you are on the same page as making a cheat sheet with me? But it's what I want, right, today, because remember, certain things people were mentioning, right? There are bits, there are a bunch of functions like bits for bit manipulation, couple of other things which are already in Python. I don't know, right? One of the very interesting one definitely is this one we talked about. If you go to the readme of this file, right, I mentioned something like this. To reverse a string, there is just one simple line. Original string, colon, -1, right? What I want to do is create a cheat sheet of just specifically Python, all the data structure modules that are already available in it. So I can become actually I can create a better ammunition. And see if we can even tomorrow I probably will be coming for streaming. with I need to learn data structure algorithm and like start doing it for interviews I have to apply for. Yeah, slicing and stuff. So I want to like just have all those things very much in front of me so I can do that, right? Like I just want to have those things. Do you guys like the idea? Like, do you guys like the plan here? Learn about the libraries and methods to help me with programming. First from Geeks for Geeks, then Gemini. I will ask a couple of questions or queries, right? Then there is like a platform which let me just mention, remove the platform name because I can get in trouble for this. This is a proper this is a private one, right? So probably won't be YouTubing this, but I will be showing it in probably on Discord. So there is no issues. Nobody can see, only Discord people I know can see. So yeah, like couple of things I learn from these, or maybe I can like get the concept stuff. I will share 100%. I will share all the notes. Whatever notes you want, I can share 100%. Yo, Idor, a very good evening to you, bro. But Balaji, like for sure, I will share the notes. Yeah, 100%. Check this Instagram.
जसा जीवात जीव घुटमळ तसं फिरतीचं वाढतंय बळ.
I remember this movie too, man. That's hilarious. Yo, I thought you were sleeping, Wrench. This is actually hilarious, Idor. Love it. This is actually really nice. From tomorrow, I will not be there online. Why? Why, bro? Oh, university time? Going off net? Why? Yo, Idor, no, you're not allowed to go offline, man. Why? That's crazy. Yeah, woke up, remember, did not solve today's LeetCode. Oh. Going outside. Oh, I see. So, like, just for temporary, you are not online. Bro, say that. Don't say, like, I'm off the internet for all. Like, from tomorrow, I will never, I'm not going to be online. I 100% will. Oh, dang. Solved it going back to sleep. I see. I will find you, man. I will find you. Yeah, you are an important guy to me, man. But when you're coming back, then I do. How do you create the roadmap or pattern to understand all the concepts in data structure and algorithm in Python, bro? Oh, okay, 15-20 days sounds good. Balaji, actually for this thing, right? I just, for myself, I just think about something, right? Is it like this? No. So like roadmaps in grass session, yeah, touching some grass. I see. For me, Balaji, I was like, there are like it's very simple. For whether don't even think about Python. Think about data structure and algorithm for any language. There have to be certain modules. There has to be certain things, right? Certain tricks for every single language has its own tricks, has its own shortcuts. So I was like, you know what? I need to find specifically for Python. I'm really, I understand like, you know, the map functions, couple of various functions for JavaScript, which makes life easy. Also, I have to go see on, oh, nice. Nice. The lady whose photo you showed that day. Yeah, so just think of that, like I have to find the shortcuts, I have to find the smart ways to do it, and with the list. I see. Yeah. You're going for bra or like bra? Like it's just and there are like it's always very limited. It's very much limited. Whether like take about any language, in my opinion, this is again just my experience. There are certain like tricks you need to learn. There are certain languages like Python, Go will have more tricks than something like C++ and stuff. Howdy, Rover. Good morning, bro. Then we have like every single one will have modules. I'm not going to implement like if I in 1 hour I have to clear Amazon's or Google's or Apple's like interview. I'm not going to create like things from scratch. They will have bunch of modules and libraries which I can just import, right? For example, linked list, queue, all these things. And good part about them, they have a bunch of built-in functions, right? Sounds good, bro. They have a bunch of built-in functions which are very helpful, which like takes a lot of time to create. And these are like all basically don't have any errors in them, stuff like that, so things work. So these two things, if you are able to find, then just practice. Again, practice is very important, right? Practice them. Nice. Oh, practice them. That's all you need. I might not be able to find all the tricks. I'm just giving myself one day today. It's always like what I do. There is a very good saying. I think it's by Elon Musk. I see. If you give yourself, right, 3 days to finish a task, you will do it in 3 days. If you give yourself 3 hours, you'll finish it in 3 hours. I'm just giving it today. To find the tricks for me is all today. There are chances like I might be just like not even online. I might be just in Discord hanging out later on trying to complete these things. But I'm just giving myself today. After today, I'm not. This thing will be tick marked. I'm not touching this thing today, and this and this. I'm not touching it. Cheat sheet I can still create tomorrow. Once I have all the notes, I have all the data. I can organize it tomorrow. Sure. You are going to DDoS your middle school? I love the idea, man. I had a very crazy idea actually at one point. I don't even know if I should say it online. My friends and I were planning because we didn't get our convocation during the last days of our school. So what we were like, when the very first day of next year happens, we are going to hire a bunch of like adult dancers, right? And like put loud speaker volume, and like on the very first day in the morning, we'll ask them to go dance in front of the school, in front of all the parents. So I think DDoS is a way more legal thing to do, or like less embarrassing thing to do than the thoughts me and my friends had. So good job. Like I legit had those thoughts, man. You are not giving us convocation, man. What the fuck? How to plan the day? Did you use brute force approach in the problem? No, I was just thinking, I feel like it, I just did it. Yeah, adult answers. Yep. And like they messed with the wrong people. The only problem was like we had like a bunch of issues. Like first we were all busy with the engineering exam. Second, we didn't have enough money. Now I do, so I might. You might keep an eye on the newspaper, man. Something funny can happen any day. I might have given somebody idea here in the chat, and they will come tomorrow like, yo bro, thanks for the idea. We did it. Okay, but now let's lock in. One more thing, Balaji. This is actually very important. What I like to use is something called, yeah, that'll be fun. One thing I would tell you is download Toggle Track to help you with like keeping a timer here, when you do things, right? I will type, let's say DSA. I fill all these things later, but let's say if I do Xoloscope, it should be able to find something. I'll put DSA as the one. Oh, okay. Crazy guy idea. But yeah, like have this. It's great to have this, and I also have one more thing I can help you with, like time management. I have a notebook. This habit has been with me from like I think grade 10. Always have a notebook with you. So if anything happens, right, like if there is like I have to do these tasks, like I just mentioned the task I have to do so I don't have to remember them. Jobless. I have to do like tasks, I just sign them off. Like I will write them so I don't have to remember, I don't forget anything. And as soon as they are done, cut them off. This is one of the best things I do. My brain is so less cluttered. So those two things will help you manage your time a lot. You can even start like manage typing. Okay, from this time to this time I did this, and stuff like that. All how you like to do it. Yeah, time management is actually a skill. The problem is a lot of people don't do it properly. It's just like coding. Coding is a skill too, right? But a lot of people just write random shit code. That's why a bunch of like open source, you will have so many issues for every single PR. And that's how you improve. It takes time. Took me like, I started from 10th grade, right? And there is like, when I used to go, there was something called DPR in the tuition I used to go, which was called daily practice report. What you practice, even if you didn't do anything, just mention, and it is okay that you took a day off. That's where I like first got a taste of, okay, it's okay you didn't do anything. Got to go sleep now. Go to leave. Oh, okay, all the best, Idor. Have safe travels, man, and I will see you soon, very soon. Okay, all the best, bro. Thank you for letting me know. I will miss you though. We all will miss you. Yeah. Thank you, man. But yeah, as I was saying, Balaji, just mention that, hey, I didn't do anything. It's fine. It's okay to relax some days. And whatever you did, for how long you did, mention for how long and what you did. So you can track and you don't keep on going again and again. It's like a bookmark in your book, right? So you don't read from chapter 1 every time you open a book. You read from chapter 3, page 70, whatever, right? Stuff like that. So that's how it works. And it's a really good habit. You can, especially in India, these things are so cheap. I get it from India, a lot of things. Like this diary I have for the AI learning I'm doing from India. Like if you see this, AI and soup. These things are super cheap in India, man. That's like one thing beautiful about India. Well, okay. Hopefully with enough of like fun stuff, right? We got a good warm up. And interestingly, my Twitch chat name is wrong. Let me just do this. Okay. Now let's get into our Python tutorial and like just read through. I will be fast in this case so we don't waste a lot of time. And I will see, okay, what all things we have to cover. So why to learn Python? Fewer lines of code compared to other programming languages like Java, less boilerplate, right? Libraries and frameworks are there. So blah, blah, blah. Python basics. We don't need to care about those. I'm going to post the link. So if anybody is new to Python, wants to do it, here you go. Functions. Along with the way, you will introduce versatile functions like range, map, filter, lambda functions. So functions we know. Pass statement in function. This is actually important thing to know. If true, pass. What this means, the pass statement is a placeholder that does nothing. So if you want to do if this, else this, else this, pass is a good thing, right? But no logic needed. You just like goes to the next line, gets it done, right? Do function pass, calls the function, done. Important. It's very important sometimes, right? Now let's look at global and local variables. I haven't played much with them. So we have, global is something that at the very end, local is one inside the function, right? Global will be like this. Yeah, okay, same thing. Recursion is a programming technique where a function calls itself either directly or indirectly to solve a problem by breaking it into smaller and simpler sub-problems. This is important. No, recursion is one of those techniques. If you learn it once, like I loved recursion at one point, that every single problem I want to just solve with recursion. It was such a nice technique if once you learn it. And I will teach you a way to do it properly and not be scared, because recursion is very scary for a lot of people. I will tell you the way I learned it. It's a very fun way. In Python, recursion is especially useful for problems that can be divided into identical smaller tasks, such as mathematical calculations, tree traversal, or divide and conquer algorithm. Divide and conquer, a very big one. It's just like Python function, yeah. Base condition, return result, else recursive function, yeah. So yeah, no infinite recursion, stuff like that. I think, yeah, this is Fibonacci series. Self is very important, just to know what self is. In Python, when defining methods inside a class, first parameter is always self. It is not a keyword, but a naming convention that plays a key role in Python's object-oriented programming. The self parameter represents instances of the class itself, allowing you to access and modify its attributes and methods. So basically, the car itself methods, we will have it. Self.brand, self.model. These itself inside the car. Okay. That's good. Teach hash map again. Bruh, it is like that. First class function, what is this? And lambda function, map reduce filter function. Okay. Map reduce filter, that's probably will be our first note. Hash map, do you want me to teach you? Because I think we covered it. So I can go over it quickly if you want. In Python, functions are treated as first class objects. This means they can be used just like numbers, strings, and stuff. Makes sense? Assign functions to variables, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We can pass another one function as another function's argument. Returning functions from other functions. Okay. How you do that? I can just return it like this. Okay. And I can subtract, add itself I can do. That's actually pretty cool. I had no idea about this. Okay. This is probably where we put our very first step down. Map, reduce, and filter functions. Let's look into map. Lambda too. Sorry. Lambda also. Sorry. Missed the lambda one. Python lambda function. Lambda functions are anonymous functions, means that a function is without a name. Unlike when you are doing, let's say, define, give it a name, and then the function, whatever is here, right? You don't give a name here. You don't give a name to this one. And let's see how that's defined then. As we already know, define keyword is used to define a normal function in Python. Similarly, lambda keyword is used to define an anonymous function in Python. So we do lambda function dot upper, lambda function dot upper, whatever is here. Syntax is lambda arguments. So it gets an argument. It will get whatever it says argument and the expression. If I return a function, is it possible to reuse it like a normal function? Yes. Yeah. That's what I believe. I feel like 100% sure. Yes. Is then it's returning a function. You just need to use it now. It will be assigned, right? So yes. Use cases of lambda using a condition checking. A lambda x. So we are giving a number to n. Positive if. So we are putting everything in one line. That's lambda, without giving it much of a name. Takes x as the input, nested if else. Even if x this, else odd. So you're first putting the whatever is the inside if, you're first putting that, and then this. Okay, it's very opposite. It's crazy. It's a little bit. Argument equal x, arg times 10 for x in range, blah blah blah. Another one. I'll look into that either. Let me complete lambda. for I in range li. What is li? In range this, print I. Whatever is the argument. This is actually interesting. Oh, it creates an array here, and what is the array will be lambda. This is wrong. Lambda argument x. Argument is equal to x times 10 for x in the range this. Okay. So I have to read backwards. For x in the range 1 to 5, return argument times 10 and arg is equal to x. Okay. I probably won't be using lambda. I don't think so. I would love to use it for now. Which is kind of, it would be here useful. Lambda x given x pertains 0 the or n if even. Yeah, it's not b, lambda. This is like incorrect everywhere. Lambda. Used in map function. So a or x times 2, whatever is the value we are giving in the x times 2, return that. So 2 4 6 8. What is this a? Oh, a itself, like, sorry, map. It's a map. Yeah. You know what, we might use lambda, but I don't see myself using it all of us in the start. Okay, map function. And lambda, I will say, let me just make the notes. Also, quick thing, Rajeshwar, I will just remind me, I will send all the notes. Okay, just remind me because I forget very fast things. I actually just write here. 1 second. Send Python notes in this code. Okay, I'll remember now. Thank you. Nice. Okay, let's talk about this now. If I'm putting it here, and remember one thing about planning: if you find a better idea to do something, plans change. It's okay to change the plans. Define outer, this inner. Let me quickly look into this too. Okay, the date is this. Tags will be Python. DSA or data structure and algorithms. Next would be competitive programming. Okay, Python DSA basics. Our first would be lambda probably. And the one you type, boss. Let's see. Define outer, define inner, return x times x. Okay. Return inner or inner. Return inner equals outer. Oh, inner f. F now holds the inner function print. Wait. Oh, this is what you are saying. That you are defining in the outer function. This is like a loop you are creating. I don't think this would be allowed. Is it allowed? I don't think it would be allowed. It will give some error because it's like, where is the exit point? It's like kind of creating that, right? It's saying return inner f, which is outer, and return. I don't even know if it's allowed. Is it allowed even? And also let me check what IDOR sent. While loop without exit condition. You can't stop the play anymore. You can't stop it. That's hilarious. Is it even allowed? Let me just quickly look into this. I love the question, Rajeshwar, though. Like, I have to say, it's a very mind-boggling one. Oh, you can't do that. So it has to be lambda, right? Oh, wait, how? Wait. This now. Indentation. This is how you mean? Oh. Oh, okay. This makes much more sense. This makes much more sense. Okay. Call outer. Okay, yeah. This should be allowed. But where it is getting the value x? Like if I put, let's say, x here, now whatever value I want to put. Now I can do F10. Hey, that's actually like a Scooby-Doo type one. That's basics or rough fuck. Yeah. Yeah, we need to pass x, the inside one. We need to pass it inside the function. Wait, hold up, let's see. I like the fact that even at 12, you guys are like putting so much effort into this. I'm like impressed. Might come more online on the weekends, man. I'm actually like very impressed. Holy, my brain doesn't work. Okay, function outer dot inner at this. It basically returned the function. Let's say if I do 10 here. It's just returning the function. No need to pass to outer, which means the argument pass the inside function, which means the argument should need to pass the value. Oh, it's not passing it. This is better. Holy. Okay, so this x is not accessed by anyone, and this is just returning this function. Okay, so if I do like this, now if I do like this should work, right? Makes sense, I think, much more. I love the fact you are helping me with these questions, mind-boggling questions. Line number 9, this. Oh, it's outer. Oh, this way. Now it works. So I'm returning, I'm not, here I'm saying f is equal to outer function, but here I'm saying whatever outer returns, give it to function f. That makes so much more sense. I like it though. This is actually very helpful, right? A very helpful technique. I don't think in Java we can do this. Java was one of my darling languages at one point. But now it's not anymore. I don't think I have a darling language anymore. Java was my G at one point. Like I created a whole GUI for, I remember in my second or third year, we had a concurrent, I think it was third year, concurrent programming. Our group made a project of a game like goblins fighting each other to see like how concurrent like resources are used. No GUI, and I was like, I created a GUI within like one day so we can do the presentation. So if it was like Thursday evening, project was done. No GUI, Friday evening is our class, created one. That's how Java was for me. I loved it, man. Okay, all good. So I think that's actually a good question. Thank you so much though. That's actually a really good question. We were able to solve it, so I love it. Now, where we were, map function. This is actually going to be very important, but first let me make the notes on lambda function quickly. I'm just going to make rough notes. Everything will be pretty rough right now. Lambda. What you done for the that function? Sorry. I didn't get that, Balaji. Can you say that again? I didn't get the what you done for that function. Oh, what would I do if I want to use lambda for a function like this or something? I actually don't get. Can you say that again, please? This is one. This is actually a cool one. Cool example. Yes, you have to use the lambda in that. Oh, what if I want to use lambda for that function? Okay, got it. 1 second, I would love to tell you. 1 second, give me 1 sec. Why things are not working? Okay, now. Okay, finally. Yeah, you can return lambda function too. Let's see. Let's try it. So if I have, let's say, return x. Oh, is it lambda? Lambda, not lambda. Lambda. Interesting. So this was correct. I don't like it anymore. Lambda, not lambda. I don't like the name. I hate English, man. Fuck it. Okay, so let's say if I have a lambda function, whatever is x, and it will return, let's say, let's say if this is, dude, I don't understand why it's called lambda instead of lambda, LAMDA. That's such a nice, better name. I just have my own issues going on, I guess. Let's say if I return this, oh, need to save this. Function, returning a function right now, it returns a lambda function. X. What if I do this? Still returning a function. Now this X is not used right away. Now this X is not being used. So here is the X, here's this X and X. Do you want me to change inner, or this is good? Like, let's figure this out. How would I return lambda? What I can do probably is what happens if I do this? Oh, sorry. This will return inner, and it doesn't take any. I don't think it will return a. It returns a function. Return lambda x time. Yeah, what I'm thinking is, like, what if I do this? If I want it to return it like this, then it would be, this is how I think would work. Oh, I something came up my, so this works now because now we are pointing. I think we have to think it in terms of pointers. I think I found something I have thought of something interesting. What if I do F and then I do like this? Let's see. Oh, it worked this time. Okay. So now I think I can explain lambda to you then very well. It's all by drawing. I think drawing will help in this case. So, let's say if we have F1, whether we are sending arguments or not, then we have F2, then we have F3. Now, instead of F3, let's say I defined a lambda function, which is also a function, right? Basically, it's a function at the end of the day. So I defined a lambda function, right? What happens is, let's say if I now I'm doing a very simple Python code where I say f, or a variable, let's say v is equal to f1. If I say if it is equal to f1, v, which is a variable, is going to point something in the memory, is going to point at f1. But if I say it v is equal to whatever function f1 returns, because of this, it will start, instead of pointing here, it will start pointing to this. If f2 is what is returned by f1, right? Now, if I say it is whatever f1 returns, right? So this expressions become f2. This is the this becomes like a now f2 function. Whatever variable v should be equal to whatever the value of f2 return is, right? Because this now is equal to v is equal to f2 and it will point to, instead of here, this will point to the lambda function. V will be equal to the lambda function. Now I can do is like I can again do the same BS, like put some value here. So this is what 4 will be fed to the lambda function, and V now will be the result of lambda function. Is that making sense? Like you guys understand, right? Is it making sense to you, like what I said, or am I just talking gibberish? Makes sense to me now. Actually, this is actually interesting. Now it makes so much sense. That's why it worked like this now. And I think your question was, if I return a function, is it possible to reuse like a normal function? Yes. Now I can just return 10, then I can return like whatever I want. Actually good. I like it. What if I do f as outer? Now now it will test my theory. We should still get 20, 20, 20, right? Yeah. Is it making sense to you, Balaji, Rajeshwar? You guys are with me? Or no? My throat. Are you guys with me? Awesome. Okay. So now let's go to the next one. Map. Oh, I'll just put this as well. We did filter, I think, yeah. My code, okay, one sec. I'll just put this here. Now this is one case, this is case 2. Okay, beautiful. Now let's see what you were saying. My code, okay. My code multiply each element in 100. Okay. Define outer, define inner. Okay. Lambda x given. Okay. It is basically whatever x is, like power to 2 times 4, return n, return inner, create the object, f outer, print, okay, print f100. Okay, let's see now. Return, so this is becoming, f becomes inner. F is equal to inner. Calls that function 100. Yeah, I think this will work, right? This should work. Why it's not working? It's fine, I'll just remove all this. Don't. Delete this. Kill this terminal. Python rough work. Yeah, I think this works, right? Dude, I like Obsidian. Yes, it's very much like MD file. Yes, this works. Yeah. Multiple E. So you are saying 10, yeah, becomes 100, squaring it, and then like 4 of those. Yeah, this works. Nice, bro. Yeah, and this will be, I think I can export it, or I can just put it in my Git. So I will do that. This is MD though, like, so Obsidian use Markdown for it. It's stuff. Okay, now let's look at the map function. This is lambda still. Actually, this is a really good example. Sorry, I'm just going to put these things here so I can later go on the, here. It's easy to, like, once we have data, it's easy to like organize stuff compared to when you don't have it. Okay, beautiful. I'll just say example 1, example 2, and example 3. Okay, beautiful. Now let's go to the map function, lads. Map function. Map function in Python applies a given function to each element of an iterable. What is iterable? Like you can go over, like a list, you can go over certain items. You can iterate, right? Set, you can go over certain things. Tuple, same thing, right? And returns a map object iterator. It is higher order function used for uniform element wise transformation, enabling concise and efficient coding. Higher order function. Let's see. A higher order function is a function that performs at least one of the following tasks. Takes one or more functions as arguments. Returns a function as its result. Okay. Oh, map itself is a higher order function. So it takes multiple arguments and returns the function itself. Let's start with a simple example using map to convert a list into a string. So we have map, so we have s and then integer. So map every single, or like basically do the int function inside it. Convert all the strings to int. So whatever the results, list result. We converting all, like this becomes a function like a for loop for every single element in s, converted into integer, and result is that function. And when you are doing hey, whatever result returns, make it into a list. Actually good. Yeah. That's why I had this one. Sorry. Here, right? Map lambda. This is actually pretty good. But I think you can, like, depends, right? If int is doing the job for me, why would I even use lambda? Like, just 3 letters are doing, so why would even type this whole thing, right? Just depends, I think, case by case. But if you want to practice lambda, one of the best ways is just convert everything to lambda. Yes. Okay, map applies int function to each element in S, which changes their data type from string to int. Map first put a function inside it, then iterable. Okay, so I'll make better notes for map. Let me put it aside. Okay. So we have syntax, map function, iterable, yada yada yada. Now I need something like example. So we have a function can be anything, right? And it will apply to each one or more iterable objects. So I'll just copy this parameters. What's this? One sec. Let me make this. Okay. For A, which is a list, map, lambda, num. Yes, this will work. So this will square every number in A, map it to like basically go put this function on all. Yes, yes. What's that? Star can pass? Like, what does that mean, bro? You can pass multiple iterables in the function accept multiple arguments. Oh, if function accepts multiple arguments. Nice, nice. Double, what is doubles? Whatever value, right? Makes it double. Nice. With lambda, yo, this is your example, right? That's actually crazy. Squaring. Yo, did you copy this? That's actually exactly the same. That's crazy. Nice. Ow, my ears. 1 second. Okay, now let's go over map with multiple iterables. We have x, y. So this is actually a good example again. Let me write it down by myself. So let's say I have list 1 equals 1, 2, 3, 4. List 2 equals. Oh, okay. Gotcha, bro. Thank you. I will say 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have map. So print list map Oh, you actually typed it. That's crazy. Like, we got the same thing. That's amazing, man. So if I have a function, let's say the one they gave me, x and y. For every element, here we have lambda takes x comma y, returns a list of x plus y, x minus y. I saw a video before you start the live. Oh, I see. That's awesome. That's good, man. I love it. I love to hear that. Return something like this. List 1, list 2. So for each element in list 1 and 2, map them to this. Okay, I'll just do easy, simple instead of doing so many brackets. That's cool, actually. I need to get more tea. Okay. String to uppercase, I think I've seen this. No need, nothing big. First of all, okay, removing white spaces from strings. Strip. Celsius. I think this is good. Like, we covered like map the way we wanted. At least like I'm satisfied. Reduce. This is actually, I've seen this, so I would love to know more. Reduce function. From function tools applies a function cumulatively to an iterable, reducing it to a single value. It's handy for concise tasks like summing, multiplying, finding max min, concatenating strings, or flattering lists. So basically, whatever it is applies to a string to make one thing. Excuse me. It's handy for concise tasks like summing, multiplying, aggregating, like a Excel almost. Use it, or Excel like the Microsoft Excel. Use it for simple one-liner reduction. Avoid it for complex logic. Loops are clearer and when intermediate results are needed. So we have geeks for geeks, right? We have to from func tools, we have to always import it. X plus y in the list. So whatever for every single function, every single thing. Take these, x plus y, put them. There are three, like, okay, I want to understand. There are two strings at one. Takes two strings one at a time, concatenate them for with a white space. Geeks for, then geeks for geeks. Okay. Interesting. My question is like, we know the result, but like how it is working inside, like. Okay. Sorry lads, I'm just doing yawning in front of you guys so much. I'm just tired. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, I'll do this one. Reduce. We have syntax. What if I do it this way? Nope. I need a better like plugin for put the code in. How the y taken? Yeah, that's actually like what I was like having issue with, right? Like there are three, so x and y. Okay, we put x from let's say x came from this, y also came from then, but then what happened to this returned value? Like, and like how it became the x, right? It's not the best explanation given. Let's look for another example. I'm also not satisfied with this. So we have reduce add a, x and y, takes x and y and stuff. Let's ask this guy. When live like this for JS, sure. What do you like me to live? Like, let me copy this. I'll just copy this one. Oh, okay. Interesting. Accumulator and the next one. Let's look at Python docs too. Yeah, that's actually a good way to look. In the code example with reduce, each step combines two items from the list to build the final results. Here are the here's how the operation unfolds for the first year university student. So we have this x and y stuff like that. Yeah. Takes the first two elements in the list, calls the lambda functions. After the first call, the result becomes the new x for the next call, and the process repeats with the following element. The key idea is reduce keeps applying the function, feeding the result back as the first value. Oh, because reduce returns the value and that becomes itself. Okay. Becomes itself. Yes, okay. So if I look at Python docs, the function tool is a higher order function that act on or return other functions. In general, any callable object can be treated as a function for the purpose of this module. Returns a partial object which when called will behave like the function. Yeah. With the position argument, args and keywords, if more arguments apply to partial reduce. Okay, apply function to two arguments cumulatively to the items of sequence from left to right so as to reduce the sequence to a single value. For example, reduce, let's say lambda is x plus y, whatever is the list, calculates this way. The left argument x is the accumulated value and the right one is the updated value from the sequence. So basically it takes 1 and x is nothing, so it doesn't add anything, then x becomes 1, y becomes 2, 1 plus 2. That's why it's just basically saying 1 plus 2. If the option initializer is present, it is placed before the items of the sequence and it serves as a default. Okay. Okay, so this is how it just functions. Yep. Got it. So basically with reduce, takes two arguments, x, let's say, and y, and we whatever is the function here. Then we have the list. 1, 2, 3, 4. So first x becomes 1, y becomes 2. Then how the function is, like whatever is the combined value becomes new x. 3 base this, same thing. So that's how it works. What if there are 3 arguments? Let's see if we can break it, or how it will work. Don't run this. Things might not look good. Okay, so if I have the function we were talking about right now, if I have this function from func tools import reduce list, or sorry, array is equal to, like, I'm sorry I'm saying something crazy, but this is what came to my mind. So if we have this now with the 3 arguments, let's see how things work. What is the function? Lambda x comma y comma z, and let's say if I just give 4, I want to see what things are. This is a very valid one, right, to ask. Like, it's not a stupid question I'm about to ask. You guys concur. And we have the array. Print result. So it's now missing 1. Why? If I just had 3, will it work? Lads, why do you think this is like, why this is not working? That's BS almost. Because function passed to reduce must always accept exactly 2 arguments. Okay. Oh, that's actually interesting. That wasn't mentioned there, right? It just says function cumulatively, or this one takes 2 strings at a time. Okay, here parameters. Function takes 2 arguments and returns a single value. Okay, now it says Always accept exactly 2 arguments. I don't like this. It's okay, I guess. Will be useful someday. Sorry lads, I'm just putting things so I don't have to go over again and again. Okay, cool. We got reduce. You guys are good with reduce? Can we move on? Operators are add, geeks are geeks, whatever. I think it's good to mention okay. Now let's look at filter function. Filter function in Python. Filter function is used to extract elements from an iterable like list, tuple, set. That satisfies a filter. I know is very useful, so this would be very helpful. Yeah, you're right. No, like you know what I was thinking. Oh wait. Oh, hold up. You might have something said really important here. Reduce function should always wait. Always accept, but lambda tries to take 3. Yeah, they are arguments of the function, lambda function, yes. Okay, so now let me ask this. That's actually a good point because reducer takes 2, but like why is not? No, your code is not correct as it intended purpose will raise a type error. Is designed to apply a 2 argument function. So basically the function we can put, it will like it's the problem with the not the lambda but the reduce function. That reduce whatever we say, like here's the function, here's the list, it will only take 2 at a time. So basically, I think probably how the reduce works, if we see the reduce code, I think we might be able to. Here. Yeah. So we have like the function, we have the sequence, iterable, iterate, next, keep going, okay. If initial is missing, try value equals next. So it based on next it goes, whatever the function is. It's just because of this one, goes only to the next. So current element and the next one. It only is taking care of 2 because of this line. I like the fact we can actually see the code itself. This is actually makes more sense. It's not issue with our code, it's like how the reduce actually works because of this line. That's crazy, nice, good learning. I like it. Some good grind here. Cool. Okay. I think I'm now satisfied why things are not working, why things are working, and all those. Now it just makes a bit more extra sense to me. Okay. Now let's go over to filter function. Filter function is used to extract elements from an iterable that satisfied a given condition. So if something return, it takes that value. It works by applying a function to each element and keeps only applying and keeping only those for which function returns something true. So starts with A. Whatever word we are giving from the list, if it starts with A, avocado, apricot, apple will be returned and put into a list. Syntax and parameter function test each element, and if return true, keep the element, if false, discard the element. Got it. दिल का दरिया बह ही गया. Try giving normal function, not lambda. I think that won't work. You know why? I'll give you the reason. I'll put the function. Let's see. Might work, but I don't think it will work. The reason is because the code is not implemented in that way. And I will show you why it won't work. In my opinion, at least. I don't want to be super negative. So I gave the function here. So add all requires a third argument, but we are not giving it. Why? The reason is this, boss. So what it is saying, hey, reduce function is saying inside reduce, right? What is going on inside the reduce? What we have is like it's saying, hey, the function you gave me I'll put the first element and second or next element is my current element. Name of that current element, let's say, is current, and then next one. It is assuming the function will have 2 arguments. It's assuming here. Do you understand that part? Like, so what it is, like, if we initial this value is this element, for each element in the iterable, value is whatever is the first value next in IT. So this is like the first one, then the element itself. So value, this value becomes this. So this is what you were saying, right? X is equal to X. This is what you were saying. This is actually what's happening here. I want some more tea, man. I'm actually like super tired. Okay. All good. We'll cover more first. I want to cover more information. So we have Rajeshwar, does that make sense? Like, were you able to understand why not only lambda but like none other function will work if it has more than 2 arguments? It needs to have 2 with it needs to reduce whatever the values inside the list is, like for example adding all of them. So you need at least 2 values to add, right? So that's why it's interesting. Holy. Okay, let's see what you got. It's working for you. Let's see. From function tools, reduce, yes. Return x plus y. Is this yeah, it's working because it's the add function itself. It's the add function itself is taking 2. Make add like equal to z, it won't work. Like make add have z as well, it won't work. But z, if it becomes optional, right? If this becomes optional, I don't remember how to do optional. You know how I can make it work then? Now this will still work because it doesn't necessarily need the z value. The issue, I think the confusion here is reducer. Assume you will have a function that only takes 2 values, exactly 2, not 1, not 3, not 4, just exactly 2 values. Reducer, the reduce function itself is assuming that. So as soon as you make it 3, it's gone, unless that it's optional. Did that cleared your doubt? Hey. I'm so sorry, I'm yawning, man. I'm actually like, I slept at 2, woke up at like 9. I need my 9 hours of sleep on Saturdays. It's all good. I'm enjoying this though. This is good learning happening right now. This is actually the type of learning that will help me become so much better soon. I'm actually excited about it. So we have the syntax for the filter function. There is a function. It can take values and stuff. Iterable, iterate over it. Test each element and return. So it will. This function assumes it will take one element at a time. Right? In reduce, we are assuming this function will take two arguments at a time. For filter, one argument at a time. Because check, take this first one. See if this passes the condition. Take the second one. This passes the condition or not. Lambda is lambda. Map to every element. So this one, every element. So this in map also, they are assuming only the function only takes one argument. This actually is so, like, now way I'm doing it with you guys, this actually is increasing, helping me so much understand so many things. It's crazy. I love it. Like, going line by line is actually wow. I'm very happy. Thank you, lads, for joining me today, man. Thank you so much. Return a filter object, a iterator, which can be converted into a list tuple or something. This is actually common for all, I guess, right? Except for reduce. Examples of filter function: using filter with a named function. So we have a list. I want to see if they are even. So we give the even function. All the values from A is passed here. See, one argument only. Using filter with lambda function. We have a list. Every single element is typed here. Lambda takes only one argument. Check. This is so good. This is so good. I'm very happy. So it's checking the length of words. So I think I can use this example with none. So none filters out. That's crazy. This code uses filter with none as the function to remove all falsy values. Oh, wow. That's actually a good one. I had no idea. So I can, like, remove all the false or non stuff. That's actually pretty cool. Are you guys learning? Like, is it, like, interesting, you guys? This is helpful to you guys? So this is good. So in this, whatever the value is none will match here. And if it matches, gone. Can I do the same with Apple? So if it is compiling, I can change it to, let's say, Apple. Will it work? No. You can't call that one. None, let's say. I think just none can work here, right? Let's see the documents of the filter one. Do I have to? Okay. This is not the right code, so it won't work. I just want to see the definition. Filter takes a generic stuff, right? Function none. Rest will be callable any and stuff. Okay. Let's see this one. Okay. Good one, good one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. I like that. I like that. I'm actually interested what all filter will work and why with just none. For X in list if X. This also filters out none, false, empty strings, empty collections or anything. Wow. Okay. Yo, this is good shit. This is what like will be very useful when we start playing in the DSA. The compact method defines a function to reuse this filter. Widely used for cleaning up risks. Okay. And then we have filter false. It filters all the false one. X not X. Oh, none is not equal to none. I see. Can I only have none that will work in function or as function argument? If you pass none as the function argument to filter, it is treated specially. So only none is treated specially. To identify a function, filter none iterable means filter out all the values that are falsy. Passing other special values like undefined, a JavaScript concept not valid in Python, give type error, function lambda. Okay, so only none will work, right? No other things will be able to help you. And undefined is JavaScript, so that definitely doesn't work. I'm a dum-dum. Okay, cool. So that I think clears my filter reduce map. Let's talk about inner function decorates. Decorators are very useful when you're writing some really big programs. So Python inner functions, encapsulation, OOP, inner function scope. So I think we don't need to go over these. Not useful when it comes to competitive programming. Decorators in Python. If Python decorators are flexible ways to modify and extend behavior of functions. This is good. Like I won't be going much over these, but have a look at what decorators are, because when you write some really good backend code, like actually good, beautiful backend code, very useful. So like I think there should be some good ones out here right now. Type of decorator, function decorator, simple decorator. Let me just check. Oh, property, radius, stuff like that. It's important. Like I won't be going over much, but have a look at decorators whenever you get time. Not right now. Let's work on these. Python data structures. We have strings. I think strings you guys know. If not equal to X, yes, that exactly would be for none. Yes. Strings we know, list we know, tuples we know, dictionary. Do you want me to go over dictionary, Rajeshwar or Balaji? Do you guys want me to go over dictionary? Because that's hash map. Let's just have a look at these pages. Create something with one single quote, double quote, multi-line. Hold up. Okay. Negative value starts from the right, 0 starts from the left. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 12. Negative 1 to negative 13. Doesn't start from 0. So good to know, right? String slicing. This is good. Start from index 2, right? Wait, index 2? Oh, from start to index 2 and then from index 3 to end and reversing the string. Yes. Slicing is a way to extract portion of a string, so substringing. This is good. Okay. String iteration, char. String immutability. Strings are immutable, means they cannot be changed after they are created. If you need to manipulate strings, we can use methods like concatenation, slicing, and or formatting to create new strings based on the original one. So when we go geeks for geeks and we do GG, it will create a new string. It won't be pointing at the same place in the memory. Deleting a string, we can delete it, which I don't think is required for competitive programming, so no point in going. Updating a string, replace geeks with this, replace the word. Update the first character, okay. S1, S2 is S dot replace geeks with geeks for geeks. So it will be hello geeks for geeks, okay. Useful, I will say. So I'll put replace. What's that? S. String slicing okay, updating a string, we convert that. Common string method, so we have length, useful, upper lower, useful, upper dipper, strip and replace, strip, replace fun with awesome. Concatenating and repeating strings, I think this is okay. We know these things, so I don't want to put it out. Formatting strings using F string. The simplest and the most preferred way to format string is using F strings. Embedded variables directly with this. Okay. Where is the input? Here. What's going on here? Oh, it's not never there. Okay. Using format, I want to use f strings to see how the f strings work. So we have f and then these values. Okay. So that's called f strings. Name and the age is like replaced and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Alice age using format. Dictionary you want me to go over? Okay, we'll go over dictionaries. 100% we'll go over dictionaries, boss. I'm just going over quickly over these ones. Format Alice in 22. String membership testing. Oh, we can do in useful. Okay. List. Create a list. Square brackets. Oh. Let's see if I can quickly try to see. Stream settings. I will, you know what I will do? In future, I will create it as ultra low latency. So hopefully that helps. Is it possible for you to, I will have the Discord open. You know what? I will have the Discord open. This is good. By wrench. I'll have the Discord open on the side. So if you have any messages there as well, I'll love to take them. I'll put it like this. I know Twitch is dead. Almost. Pretty much. So I'll have it like this. How about that? This is good. So as soon as you see a concept, let me know. Because I know YouTube is slow. So I understand the frustration. This is good, Rajeshwar? Let me know. Just message in Discord, just chatting as we are talking. Might be way faster. Okay, we were talking about lists. Square brackets to create a list. Using the list constructor, we can create a list with repeated elements. Star. Accessing list elements. Just put the index value. Adding them. Append. Adds element at the list, end of the list. Adds multiple elements to the end of the list. Insert and remove all elements. Okay. Updating elements into the list, we can directly update them. Removing elements, remove. There's pop removes the element at a specific index. Yeah. Delete deletes an element at a specific index. That's interesting. So I can use these ones to delete at 0 after deleting a0. Okay, that's actually cool. This is cool. Useful. Pop removes the element as specified in the last element if no index is specified. So last element of the list. Print my name is this watching YouTube format. Oh yeah. That actually works, yes. That's how f string will print with like this substitute, whatever it's called. That will work, yes. Yeah, I see the nice too. Cool. It's enabled. Streamer mode is enabled. Okay, good. Bro, okay. That's actually pretty cool. Nice. Dude, I just realized I've been speaking for 1.5 hours and like my throat, that's why it's hurting. But that's good. So we got delete, we got pop and stuff working. Iterating over list, a simple for loop, nested lists. This is a 2D list matrix. There are chances if you're looking for interviews, matrix multiplication and all those matrix related things can come. But I doubt like if they are very common or not. Let's see. Problems. We can very quickly check. Matrix 263 problems. Let's say valid Sudoku. Or the most popular one. Difficulty, acceptance, custom. So let's see, valid Sudoku. Companies. I hardly doubt, like, so 2.2 million people have done it. This was one of the very first problems, so makes sense. But 263 problems, all are medium or hard. 1 or 2 are easy. Couple of them are easy now. Okay. But I have personally not seen many people talk about matrix when it comes to these. So I would not recommend this over other ones. Like hash table 700, arrays 2000. Delete example. This one? Oh, yeah, delete is actually very useful, right? Yeah. We don't have to go over them. Delete will do the job. Creates a new list with all the remote. That's actually, delete is definitely a really good thing we found out here. I agree with you, bros. Matrix, I won't go into matrix right now. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. List comprehension. List comprehension is a concise way to create lists using a single line of code. It is useful for applying an operation or filter to value items in an iterable, such as a list or range. So basically, list comprehension is the way to do it. With like we put the function inside square brackets. I think we already knew. So how it stores elements in Python. A list doesn't store actual values directly. Instead, it stores references, pointers to the object in memory. It means numbers, strings, and booleans are separate objects in memory, and the list just keeps their addresses. That's good to know because that's how they change. So delete is a very faster operation then. Okay. Explanation. The list wait, hold up, what? Oh, just accessing these ones. Okay. I think this is like good enough to know. Let me close the filter. Reducer. Okay. Tuples and then dictionary. Let's do that. A tuple in Python is an immutable ordered collection of elements. It's similar to lists, but unlike lists, they cannot be changed after their creations. Hold elements of different data types. Okay. I can say this, like for competitive, as a coder might be useful. As programming, there will be uses of tuple, but in competitive programming, I don't see it being used over list, because list is way more usable. You can change things, right? Creating a tuple with mixed data types. You can do that. Oh wow, okay. You can put a tuple inside tuple, just like list inside a list. Here are the operation. Accessing one, same as list. Concatenating tuples, tuple 1 plus tuple 2. Slicing. Okay. So same as the list. Basically everything is same. I don't see anything, because delete is the only one that's different, because you can't delete things. Tuple unpacking with asterisk. Unpack to grab multiple items from the list. This is useful when you want to extract just a few specific elements. Okay, A, B, C are going to be holding the values inside tuple. A holds the first one, C holds the last, and B holds everything. Okay. I don't think we have to go. Now, let's talk about dictionary, where I can actually help and shine. After this, we'll take a break, lads, because my throat is gone and I'm hungry. Two things. Okay. Dictionaries in Python. Python dictionaries is a data structure that stores the value in the key value pairs, right? What are key value pairs? Basically, you might have seen JSON objects, right? It's basically like that. Key value pair is you have a, let's say, name, age, value, name, right? Let's say Rajeshwar. Next would be Pondicherry, right? So this is key value pair. There is a key. It can be related, cannot be related. Good to have the related one so you can tell, and the value. There are a couple of very important things about dictionary we'll talk specifically to competitive programming. Can be of any type. So these values can be of any type and can be duplicated, whereas keys can't be repeated and must be immutable. Data is stored. So immutable means it can change, right? But. Let me put it here like this. These things can change. These things can change, right? But here these can be of anything. But keys have to be either like numbers, I believe, or they can be anything. Can keys be anything? They can't repeat. That's one. That's big one. Can be number or strings. Oh, immutable means can't be changed. Yes. Sorry, I said something different. I probably said something different, right? Values can't change, right? I said something different. Or probably I said something stupid. Yeah. I said the opposite. Immutable can't change. Mutable can change. So values can change, can be duplicate. Thank you so much, Rajeshwar. And these can't change. Okay. Yes. Values, keys can't change. How will you even change the keys, right? That's thinking about it. One sec. Okay. Thank you so much for pointing that out, bro. My brain is lagging now. So how you define it? There are two ways to define, just like with list. Either you can call the constructor or you can use curly brackets in this case to define stuff. I'll just do coding here. Let's say my dictionary. I say my dictionary. I can give values like name John, age 30, stuff like that. Or I can do dict, right? And then I can give values. Can I just give it like this? Do they have a particular way? Basically like this, okay. Name John, age 30. Both ways are good, but the second one is not used as much. Why? I think this should be okay. Does it have to be like this? Oh, my bad. Equals. It has to be equal sign, right? If I'm not wrong. Equals. And like this. No strings here. Okay. Okay, this makes sense. Okay. Good to know. Good that I was made the mistake. You guys learned from it too. Okay. We have dictionary. This is the way we can set it up. Dictionary keys. Rajesh, quick question. Is it specifically there's something you are looking for me to talk about in the dictionary? Like you want me to explain how things work, how the hash maps work in underneath the hood, or specifically you can ask that. Dictionary keys are case sensitive. Remember, age is different than age. And it's different than age. All three are different. Keys, values, and hash map. Okay. So what is key value, right? Let's say if you're filling up a form, right? In a form, there are keys are like, let's say, information what this is about, right? So for example, let's say your name. Key. What is the value? Rajeshwar. Right? Address. Delhi. Age. 3. So keys are basically in like thinking of it as a form is basically, hey, you want to retrieve, right? Like even like for example in the case of lists. Let's start with a list, right? We had a list. List had multiple values. Let's say A. Oh my god. A, B, C, D, E, F. Right? If I want to retrieve C, how would I do it? And if the name of the array is ARR, I would say ARR. The value that is represented by third as the third in the string, right? Or actually the index would be 2. Sorry, so for that 2, index 2, right? That would be like give me C, right? Same concept here. Think of it also in a similar way. But instead of indexes, we have certain our own defined index. Let's say the first index name is name. Second index is age. Third index is like gender. Fourth would be, let's say, address. Now, if this is called dictionary, or let's say info, the name is info for this dictionary, how would I retrieve age? Answer me, Leech. How would I get age as one? Just like for, yeah, age, name, anything. If I want to access anything, how would I do it? If I'm doing with array, if it was array, right, at index, let's say 3, right? So for info, I will do the name of the array, right? If I want to retrieve age, I will say age. Same case sensitive, right? That would give me whatever is the age, let's say 40. Let's see this in action in real life. Now, I want to retrieve the second thing in both, right? I can't say second, I will have to say age because there is no number associated with it. So print ARR. In the array, there is indexes. In dictionary, we have keys. So I have to put dictionaries. Okay, which key? I want to retrieve the value of age. So I type age. Print this. Is it making a little bit extra sense like now? Do you understand now the value, like, okay, how age can be actually like, is kind of array. Dictionary is kind of array in that. Yes, 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 exactly. Instead of index, you are using dictionary. Oh, sorry, keys. Index. Instead of index, you are using keys. Hopefully that makes sense, right? Is it a bit more clear? Now, just like I wanted to, like, I can retrieve value, I can change values as well, right? Just like you can't change the index value. It has to be 0, 1, 2, 3. You can't change the key itself. What you can definitely change is the value associated at that index or associated at that key. So here, going back to our previous game, right? I want to change what is the value at C or what is at the index 2. I want to change from C to, let's say, G. This to G. How would I do it? I will go ARR 2 equals G. Right? Same game I will play with info. I want to change, let's say, age to actually 41 now, new year, right? I'll go again, same as index. Now I'll go 41. And this here, just like array, here C will be removed and G will come, right? Here 40 will be removed and 41 will come. So let's have a look. Copy this. This, right? Age, I go, let's say, at array 2, I go like G. Age, here I go as 42 or 43, 41, whatever. Now let's see what game happens. Does it make sense now what's going on? Before changing and after changing. Is it much more clear now? If I ask you to retrieve some value from a dictionary, if I ask you like, hey, get me value of age, name or something, or change the name to something, will you be able to do it? Oh, wow. My body is stiff. Beauty, man. This was actually a good way to explain. I didn't realize this was actually a good way to explain. I just made it up. I'm happy. I'm happy I was able to explain it though. It's actually the reason, you know what, I can spend a lot more time on dictionary than other ones, because dictionary and arrays, these two are the most used data structure when it comes to competitive programming. Like most used. Very important. Very, very important. Comes a lot of time, man. Like you guys, you can see, right, the value here. Array is like on another level, but table, searches, all these definitely come, but like comparatively there's so many more questions on these. And I'll give you the reason why as well. Okay, so now we go on dictionary. Keys are case sensitive, right? So if I go here and say, in the example we have, right? See this. Now instead of small a, I'll go capital A G E, right? 22. And so always important to have comma here between if there is more, right? Now let's retrieve this age versus this age. Let's see what happens. Because remember, keys are you have to be very precise. One is 22, one is 30. Important, right? Like it's crazy. Might need to know why. There can be reasons like how you want to set up, how they set it up the way they want. We just have to learn it, I guess. Okay. Keys are immutable. Can change. Immutable basically has to be string, numbers, and tuples. Can't change. Must be unique, right? Like think about it again in the index form. In an array, we have indexes 0, 1, 2, 3. No two elements in an array will have the same index. It will always be different. Same with the dictionary. Dictionary is the same thing. Because the reason, think about it, right? In dictionary, if I say two things, age is equal to 12, age is equal to 12 or 121, right? This is a string, this is a number. My job is just to say dict age, right? If I ask for age, you tell me what value of these will return. Will it return 12 or 121? It won't return anything, right? It's a problem here. So that's why they did it. Same like with the index. No, why? Why 12? Why 12? Let's talk about that. Why? Yeah, error. You know why? I understand, because like if we are doing string, but here key is this not the string. Age is just age. Both are string. Both can be string. Both are like the names. We don't care about the value. Dictionary's job is to like say, hey, where is age? Keys can't be duplicate. That's exactly it is. You're right. Keys can't be duplicate. The reason, because we don't know what will it return. Will it return this one or this one, right? That's an error. So that's why they don't allow duplicate keys. Must be unique. Now, here's the interesting one. Any duplicate key will be overwritten by the previous value. So here, actually, there will be a value retrieved. I jumped the gun. A value will be returned 121. 121. But if you want 12, you can't retrieve it. Right? So answer here would be 121 interestingly. Yep. Almost actually done, bro, Rover. So just, my throat is also gone almost. Just finishing up with dictionaries in there. So I can like, preparing myself for some coding stuff. How are you doing though, bro? How's the weekend going? It will be 121. Is it? Oh, we can just do 12, I guess. Or I'll just put it like 121. So 1, 2, 2, 1. You think it won't be? Okay, let's see. I've been on and off text okay. Oh, nice. That's cool. So let's say if I do age, bro, here. I return to... Now let's see what happens. Both keys are same. Whoop band is pretty cool actually. Like I thought LeBron wore it, right? You see here? The bottom one. The last value. The last value. Because this one is defined after this, it's overwritten. What dictionary did is like, hey, like think about it this way. Array. I created array list. I'm setting up the values for array list. Yeah, overwritten, exactly. Oh, nice. Like, that's awesome, man, Rover. I'm very happy for you. 4, 3, 5, 1. Now, let's think about it, how it will work in the real life or in Python, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. We don't care what 3 is, so let's say I just drop this itself. Right? Goes to 4 at 0, at 2, 3 goes, at index 1 goes number value 5. Now it goes again at 2, removes 3 and overwrites it. That's how same thing goes with the dictionary. Says, hey, dictionary, it's a hash table, let's say. So, name. Age. What is the third value here? City. Now it does the same thing. Name, John. Okay, I'll set it up as John. Same thing happening here. Similar, right? Age, 30. City, New York City. Then goes to 2221111. Removes this, overrides it, 221111. Okay? Hopefully that helps. So that's how it's overwritten. So it's actually very important to know because I also forget about this. Let me write it in my notes. Lots of note organization coming soon, lads. Okay. Yo, let me know how the Whoop works. Like what color band you got. I want to see some images in Discord, Rover. Okay. Dictionary internally uses hashing. Hence, operations like search, insert, delete can be performed in constant time. Constant time. What constant time means? You need to learn a little bit about time complexities. Time complexity is basically how much time your algorithm will take to perform operation, right? There are various ones. The best one is O1, which is constant time. No matter if you're, let's say you have million of what's this called? Elements. Is it live chat? It doesn't matter if you have million of elements in your array or just like one, right? Or a billion. doesn't matter, will happen in constant time, let's say 1 millisecond. For example, let's say if you have an array, there is an array with 2 elements, 0, 1 is the index. Let's say it has A, B. And there is another array with, let's say, billions. Oh, billions. Billions. 0, 1, 2, 3. Whatever. Big number, 1 billion. 1 billion minus 1. 1 billion minus 1. Okay. So, now, you tell me, if I do, and how array retrieval works, hey, give me whatever is at index 1, right? So, if I go array 1, or if I go array 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, both are same operation. And they both will happen within, let's say, 1 millisecond. I'm just using 1 millisecond as an example. So both will happen in 1 millisecond. So it doesn't matter if the value of the array is 2 or a billion. Both operations of retrieving something or same thing as changing the value at this is same. Right? Now, operation, let's say adding, will different. Right? Because in adding, you are retrieving plus adding. You are retrieving every single one. Here you were retrieving 1. Here you were retrieving 2. Right? When you are adding, let's say both the arrays, in the first array, you only have to add retrieve to retrieval. So 2 milliseconds. Right? And add, let's say, takes nothing. Right? In the second array, let's say add operation doesn't take any time. But in case of second array, there are billion. So you will take 1 billion milliseconds, right? Why there is a difference here? Why difference of 2 versus 1 billion? Because the length in operation like this, length matters, right? So adding becomes retrieval. Here, this thing, retrieval of one element is constant. So it is given the name O1, the time complexity. But in case of adding, it depends on the length. O n. N is equal to the length of the array. So the bigger the length, the more time it takes. That's the whole concept here. Yeah. Because you have to add. So you're like, okay, first I will add 0, then I will add 1. Done. But in case of the other one, I have to add 1, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and then 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 100,000 goes, right? So you have to go over every single element. Because you don't know if the element in your 1 billion one, the first one can be 3, the second one could be 5, next third one could be a billion itself, the last one could be -1. You don't know, so you have to go over every single one of them, right? You just don't know. So retrieval, if it takes 1 millisecond, you are going over 1 billion times. That makes sense, hopefully, right? Where were we? How that came? So constant time. Now, what is constant time? What is this? Oh, Rover sent something. The Great Firewall of China today experienced the largest internal document leak in history. 500 GB of source code. You need to see this, bro. Yo, that's big. Okay, we'll see it after this. That's actually big. Thank you so much for sharing, mate. That's crazy. Now, there are a bunch of operations, right? Now, this is what you need to know, Rajeshwar. Why? And I think, Rover, for you too, right? This is very important. In competitive programming, right? why people like to use something like array or hash map compared to something like linked list or stack. Why these are not that good of data structure when it comes to like finding or using like when it comes to like solving problems. Why linked list and stacks are not used as much compared to array and hash? Because majority of the time you are doing operations like iterating over them, or like not iterating, I will say, let's say finding something or searching what is the value of age in the dictionary, or what is the value at index 10, one constant time, right? These are the type of operations. So I should make it like this. Actually, let me make it way better. Operation, the type of operations, the data structures, like something like array or list, people say, or a hash map versus an hash map in the same category, or dictionary, right? Why this is more important, or why it is used more compared to something like linked list, stack, why, or tree? Here, there are multiple types of operation you want to do in a real life. Something like search. You want to search if what is the value at this point, right? Like what is the value of the age variable key? What is the value at index 10, right? Search something, right? There is like search for a particular value. Now there is something called, let's say, insert at a particular index or the rank, right? There are more. Delete. Now, hey, I want to search what is at index 10. Easy. Like I will remove tree from here because I think tree won't fit in the examples I'm giving. So search at index 10. Right? This will take 1 millisecond, both of them. Or instead of 1 millisecond, I will use the word constant timing. It doesn't matter if the array or list value is 1 billion or 1. It doesn't matter. Bharat, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Yeah, time complexity, not space, time. We don't, like, I will say this, space complexity, it's good to know this, but what you actually are always looking for when you're going for, like, Amazon, these big companies, or competitive programming, time complexity is always what you should be looking for. Because data you can buy, there are so many servers, but time, that's hard thing to buy, right? Impossible to buy. So searching, irrespective of what the value of array or list or hash map or dictionary would be, it will always be same, right? But in case of linked list, of like here, I'm doing good too, man. Thank you so much. In a linked list, you don't know what is here unless and until you travel through this one, then this one, then this one. So it matters, the index matters, then that makes sense, like, and then that should make sense that the total amount of linked list, like number of elements in the linked list, if it is a million in there, million elements are there in the linked list, you have to go, and starting from 0, you have to go over to the very end one to find what is the value at the million index. In this case, I can just go array 1 million. Yeah, thank you so much, Robert, for sharing that. I can just go array 1 million, Done. Linked list, I have to keep on going. So this one depends on the length. Not a good thing. This is way bigger than like 1 million seconds or 1 million milliseconds is way more bigger than 1 million or 1 millisecond compared to 1 million milli or 1 million second versus 1 second, right? This is better. Now talk about insert. Again, doesn't matter. I can just go and say for hash map and array, I can just go and say 1 billion insert, done. Dictionary, I can just insert, done. Linked list, have to go over, linked list have to go over every single one of them again till the very end to insert something. Hash map, yeah, I'll do it. I'm just explaining like why hash map is important, right? Because the operations again here will be O1, whether array or hash map, compared to linked list or stack. Again, this will be ON. And you can look at other operations, but go to Wikipedia. Time complexity. Look at it. This gives you an idea of constant time, what that means, right? Various other ones. It's a good one, but if you are into it. But if I go, let's say, Python data structure time complexity. There must be images here. There are various sorting algorithms. Where is what I'm looking for? Oh, here. Array O1, right? We talked about it. Stuff like that. Stack. Why search is coming like this? Oh, I think search is different than inserting. Yes. Sorry. But this one I can change. This is not going right. Hash table, everything is O1. You guys can see. That's why it's very important and very useful. Space complexity, O(n) log n. Takes more space than others. Insertion, deletion. We talk about search and insert. Oh, search is a different thing. For array, search will take more time. Yes, sorry. I should have said access or something. Access, that would be a better word. Well, hopefully you guys got the idea, depending on what. Now, giving Bharat, like to give you a quick idea, because I did explain hash map, but to go over quickly here. Think about an array, right? Array, we have index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and things are stored here, A, B, C, D, E. Hash map is the same thing, very similar, in the sense that instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, we can have 0, 1, 2, 3, but you can also have, let's say, it's like a table with, let's say, age, name. These become the index, right? Or address, or city, whatever you want to type. So think about this. There are values to it, right? These are keys and values. So a hash table is something like, think about it in this way. Age, name, instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, it has this. Address, salary, stuff like that. With values, let's say 30, name CH, or let's say Bharat, right? Bharat. Then address, let's say US, New York City. Salary, let's say 1 million. Right? Now, just like in array, I want to retrieve value at index 3. I'll just go like this. In case of, let's say, hash map, I can retrieve, I get the value whatever is here, D. In case of hash map or dictionary, I can just say, hey, I want to retrieve value at age. These are case sensitive, so I have to go bigger age, bigger A. Would be 33 or 30, whatever it is. So hopefully that makes sense what hash table is. It's a bit more complex, but I don't want to go into the complexity of how it is actually, what's this called, how hashing is working, what it is going on. I don't want to go right now. If you're starting with hash map, think of it as a array, retrieving, playing with it. Once you do that, then we'll talk a little bit more. Let me know, like in the Discord, right? Rover just shared in the Discord. Let me know, and we'll do that. Hey, yeah, I can go over a little bit more. So, there are more things. I don't know if I should go over them or not for you guys. No worries, man. Sleep. How about Rajeshwar? Let's stay with me like for 3-4 minutes, right? And I'm also ending the stream. Just stay with me for 3 minutes, right? And as I mentioned, yeah, good morning. So, also, Bharat, quickly, remember, in an array, no two indexes will have the same, no two elements will have the same index, right? A and B will always have different index, 0 and 1. B cannot say, hey, my index is also 0. A can say, my index is also 0. That doesn't happen, right? Same here. You need to have keys. These are keys, not indexes in case of hash map. But two values cannot have the same key. They have to be unique. If you do the same one, the last one is selected, right? If you have two age, let's say quickly, age, and they are case sensitive. So capital A, small a matters. So age 33 and age 20. The last one from here is 20. So that would be selected. So that's the basics of the dictionary, right? There, to retrieve, you can use either this method in Python with square brackets, just like array list, or you can do get method. Both are good, works same, doesn't matter. Adding and updating, same thing like list, same exact thing, right? There are a couple of other ones, like in dictionary, if you want to remove an item by key, I want to remove age. I will just say delete age, remove, done. There is pop, clear, empties the dictionary, you probably won't need it. Removes and returns the last key value pair, pop item. Those things I think you can, once you go over these, let me just give you this link. Go over this. Because probably I won't be going over all these ones. I don't see myself doing this. Quickly. One very important one though, I will give you, which is very, very important and very useful, is a function in dictionary called keys itself. Dictionary dict.keys. Why this function is important? Because there are chances you might not know all the keys in the start, or if you are working in something, right, you don't know all the keys, or if you want to, let's say I want to go over all the values inside an array, right? I want to go inside all the arrays here. You know the indexes of it, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Yes, it returns all the keys, exactly. So here we already know 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In case of dictionary, it will return me, let's say if this is the case, here it will return me a list of with the keys, right? And salary, let's say. It will return me a list with the name, age, city, address, so I can retrieve all the values. And that's basically dictionary you need to know to get started at least with competitive programming, right? You can get all the values directly too, right? If you are like, hey, I don't want keys, I want a list of all the values. I don't want age, name, I don't want to go over. You can do with dot values. There is dot key, dot values. You can iterate over keys too, basically. Yeah, I think that's basically it. And last one, which I have never used, but I'll tell you, items. What is an item? A key value pair itself. It will give you both the values together. And that's it, folks, for today. I think so. Hopefully. Maybe I might go over this during my time, and if I find something important, I'll go over them. But if not, which I don't think much is there other than DSA libraries, we'll start working towards doing LeetCode problems, all the easy one, as soon as possible tomorrow or tonight. I will update you guys in the Discord. Okay. But yes, for now, thank you so much. 3-hour stream, I think almost. Yeah, 2 hour 42 minutes stream on Saturday. Thank you for joining. All the messages. Hope you guys learned something, right? And I will try to come more. I know I have to do LeetCode more for my own stuff too. So hopefully you learned something. Give your loved ones a hug. Have a good day. Good day, Bharat. Have a good night, Rajeshwar. Have a good day, Rover. Give your loved ones a hug. Have a good weekend. And happy hacking and happy coding, lads. Thank you so much. This is your favorite censored hacker. That's amazing. Thank you. That's actually very funny. A big bye. Thank you so much, lads.